Hi, today we have Audi A6 with V6 2.7 TDI engine. I'm going to show you how to change the timing chain. To change the timing chain on this engine, you have to remove the engine with the transmission, and because the timing chain is at the back side of the engine, so I'm going to drain all the coolants, all the fluids, ATF fluid, oil, coolant fluid. Now you can notice I am removing the AC gas, and I'm going to disconnect the whole installation from here, from the ECU, and I'm going to remove the front bumper, headlights, front grille, coolant radiators, and I'm going to lower the entire engine with the transmission and also with the front subframe. After a couple of hours of work, I have removed the front subframe. As you can notice, the engine is I don't know how to say. Before I support the engine, there are 3 bolts here that can be opened with 8mm hex wrench. I have to remove them because later I have to support the engine here, so when I remove the transmission, the engine can stay on the I don't have a word again, sorry. And also I'm going to support here on this aluminum bracket, and the transmission is also and finally the engine is removed with the transmission. So next I'm going to remove the transmission. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts with 16mm wrench, and after that I can separate the transmission from the engine. I have removed the transmission. Don't forget to disconnect the RPM sensor, reverse light switch, and also the differential pressure sensor for the DPF filter. Next I'm going to open these 6 bolts with 12 angle bit M10. Next is the flywheel. There are 10 bolts also with 12 angle M10. Sorry, I said 12 angle M10, but it's 12 angle M12. I meant M12. Next, I have to remove the turbocharger because this exhaust is in the way of removing the aluminum covers of the timing chain. So first I have to remove this heat shield. There are 3 bolts with Torx 30, and after that I'm going to open this. There are 3 nuts here that hold this exhaust pipe, and also I have to disconnect the oxygen sensor that goes over here. Next, I'm going to open this bolt of the oil feeding pipe that can be opened with 12 angle M10. Also, I'm going to disconnect this hose from the engine oil evaporator. I'm going to disconnect this wiring from the turbocharger west gate, and also I'm going to open this bolt and this bolt of the aluminum pipe that is output of the turbocharger, and I'm going to open these 3 bolts here. Now they are all with different bit. Someone has probably changed something, but it lost the original bolts. So now we have here one with 13mm wrench, one we have with 12 angle M10, and one we have with 6mm hex wrench. And after that I can just pull out the turbocharger. I have removed the turbocharger. The oil return pipe is just put into another pipe that is smaller, and there is a rubber seal in the pipe. So next have to remove this mounting here. There are 2 bolts at the top, 2 bolts we have on the egg air cooler, one here at the bottom. Also we have 1 bolt that is holding this metal exhaust manifold, and we have 3 nuts on each side of the exhaust. They can be opened with a 12mm wrench. Also the oil return pipe is connected here on the exhaust manifold, but I'm going to open it this bolt here, and I'm going to remove the exhaust manifold completely with the oil return pipe from the turbocharger. 10mm wrench. Also I have to remove this coolant pipe because it's in the way and I can't remove the exhaust manifold, but also I have to remove it later because it's in the way here of the aluminum cover. There are 2 bolts with Torx 30. This is the temperature sensor, and I'm going to open this metal bracket to remove the hose, and also I'm going to release the plastic fast coupling here. I have to pull out this metal pin, and after that slowly I'm going to remove the coupling. Next I'm going to remove this bracket, one bolt with 12 angle M10 and one Torx 30. On this side I'm going to remove the second bolt of the vacuum pump with Torx 30, and also I'm going to remove this metal bracket that holds the wires, 2 bolts with 10mm wrench, and after that I'm going to remove this bracket, 1 bolt with female Torx with 12 angle M10 and one Torx 30. After removing the vacuum pump, I have realized that I don't have to remove these metal brackets. Now this metal bracket will be out with this aluminum cover, and this one is going to stay on the cylinder head. So next I'm going to start opening these bolts with Torx 30 all the way around. I have to count them, how many are total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 12, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42 bolts with Torx 30. I think I count them all. Maybe I forgot this one to count. There are so many. And also here we have at the bottom with a 6mm hex wrench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we can see the timing chains. To remove the aluminum cover, I have used a rubber mallet, so I can move the aluminum housing from the silicone. Don't use metal hammer because you are going to damage the aluminum covers. So now I'm going to turn the engine to TDC, and I'm going to lock the crankshaft and also the camshaft. From this point, as I'm looking, we can see that this timing chain is very stretched, because you can see how much the tensioner is open also, and this one. But we are going to replace them all, because the timing set is all the chains here. Now on this side there is a plug that can be opened with 8mm hex wrench, and from here the crankshaft can be locked. So before installing the locking tool, I have turned the crankshaft. Now it's almost to the point where it should be locked, and we can see some movement here. There is a little sideways from where the position should be for locking tool. Also we have here on the balancer, and also we have on this side a little. I'm going to install all locking tools, and after that I can start removing the timing chains. This is the locking pin for the crankshaft. This one is and the pin should enter into the crankshaft hole. Also we can see through here. And it's locking into the holes of the crankshaft. I don't know if you can notice through the camera. And for the camshaft we can use M8 bolts, and for the balancer we can use M6 bolt or drill bleed or anything else that is 6mm, and for this one 8mm. So now I can disassemble the timing chain. I'm going to press this tensioner inside. I'm going to lock with 3mm pin, and remove the 4 bolts that hold the tensioner with the guides. I have disassembled all the timing chains. So next I'm going to install the new ones.